Okay. Um, Brooke, sweetie, if you're still on, and as soon as you get the notification that a live stream is happening, go ahead and pop on if you can, because I promised a live stream and everything. But I have a lot of prep work that I'm doing to get this house blessing going. So just bear with me. I might not answer right away, or I might not even notice that you're on. So just bear with me and be patient, and I'll keep checking every few minutes. But yeah, like I was saying to you earlier today, basically today is a house blessing, and we are going to cast these nasty spirits out here once and for all. This is the bell that I use. As you can tell, it has a very, very loud ring, and it has the kind of ring that the bad spirits don't like. Had to kill a bug. Okay, so that's part of it. Got an incense burning. Don't really have any candles, but you know what? That's okay. We have some little ones. So I'll get to that part. But right now, like I said, you're going to be hearing me doing a lot of talking because I'm in the middle of prep work. This is the kosher salt that we're going to be using. I had to make sure my dress is sticking to me. Had to make sure I bring my phone down because if I don't, Chris gets upset with me. Because if something happens to him, while I'm down here or something and he really needs me, then I have my phone. So I'll be able to respond immediately. Whoops. What is this? Huh. That's interesting. Okay. So let's see, glasses I'm going to need over here. Okay, got the salt. This is an incense stick I just found in the bag. Huh, okay. I've got two books here. Advanced Witchcraft by Eden, Edain McCoy, MCCOY, and Moon Magic by DJ Conway. Now, one of these, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to look through them both to find it, is the cleansing spell that I'm going to be using today. So I want to get this done before Maria comes home because I want her to come home knowing that all is well, everything's taken care of, and we have these spirits handled. Well, actually, we do have candles. My bad. We do have candles. They're jar candles. There's only 4, but they'll serve their purpose. This is my bone athame, which Chris doesn't consider an athame because it's not double-sided, but I do. Because to me, it's in the intent. If you designate something to be your athame that others do not consider an athame, forget it. Just do it anyway. Do your own thing. All right. Lighten the I use one of these big jumbo incense sticks. Which, yeah, it takes a few tries. Come on. Got Mother Mary. We have an angel here. We have the Blessed Boy. Come on. And the Sacred Hand, which I know you can't see these very good, but come on. These are jar candles. See, this is This is one of the big jumbo sticks. I mean, this thing's pretty big. But I already have an incense going, so I don't need that one going. Hey, baby. Hello. How you doing? Don't have K2 me. Oh, I feel so silly. I had a torch I could have used to light the jar candles. Oh, well. I try to keep it with me because I never know when I might need it. This is my digital recorder. It's in its case. And I need, let's see. Here we go. This one will work. I need something to put my hair up. Because this is going to be not laborious work, really, just necessary and noisy. But I got to have my hair out of my way. And yes, I am wearing my crown that you got me, Brooke. I try to wear it a little each day. Now, okay, I got the salt. Let's see. Do we have a... Yeah, we have one left. I don't know how good that one's going to work. So yeah, just let me give a rundown of what happened. I know I've already told you, Brooke, but this is in case, like Holly pops on or anything, which the way I understand it from her last live stream that I was in the middle of when you and I talked earlier, she should be on her way home. Hey, Jack. It's okay, baby. It's all right. I'm about to take care of it. Looking through here to see if there's anything else. But I have to zip the bag back up because curious kitties and all. I don't want them climbing into it or something. Ooh. Imari, one of my favorite perfumes. It's from Avon. And it's the red. Checking here. Nothing. Check the side pockets here. Make sure there's no other little tidbits that I need. I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys out. There's one anyhow. Oh, yay. Well, we definitely got plenty of lighters. This is a Spirit Cleanse oil that I'm going to be using, not on myself. This one's called Breaking Barriers. This one is just one that I made up, so I haven't figured out a name for it yet. And this, the grandiose of them all, is holy oil from... Nice try. From the Universal Life Church. So it's pretty powerful stuff. And I am a member of Universal Light Church. Sticking my lighter on, so if I need it, it's there. Now I'm going to light this green candle. Oh, I forgot with this one, you got to do that. Come on. Because we need all the candle power we can get. Okay, let's see. I want to do... First, let me get a bowl. I know, guys, you're like, what's going on? Oh, huh. She's already got some sitting there, but I'm going to do my own thing here. One of them will have salt. One of them will have water. Now I figure with the holy oil as well as kosher salt, we have some pretty good power backing us. Okay, now I'm gonna fill the put my glasses down here because some of this stuff's kind of in my way. What is that? It's some kind of pill. Okay. Kosher salt. To show I mean business. Grabbed this from upstairs because Chris pointed out to me that, he's like, babe, he said, dear, we got kosher salt, so you can't get any better than that. I'm going to anoint myself with holy oil. Sometimes I'll do it in the top of my head. Sometimes I'll do it on my forehead. When I do it on my forehead, I try to do the sign of the cross. And with me being clergy, and it has a lovely smell. It really does. This oil smells really good. Okay, so let me put these guys up here. Let's see. Now the spirit cleanse is going to have to go in the little oil burner thing we got here. Because you're not supposed to get it on your skin. Because it'd probably just like irritate it or something. I don't think it would be anything serious, but I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the bottle on my dress. So hopefully, Chris has got it sorted and I can live stream now. And then breaking barriers. Now, when I do the breaking barriers, I try to do it on the forehead, which is third eye too, at least part of it. And right here in my chakra, heart chakra. And this has got a really nice smell too. These are Creepy Hollows oils. And, this this is the little tiny bottle that you get. So, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So this one, that one there, and see what candle colors we have. We've got, these are the singles. We've got a dark purple, a light purple, a nice blue, a nice green, a white, an orange, and basically a red. So, if I'm not mistaken, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Yes, these are the chakra colors. The only color missing is yellow. Okay. No yellow, but white. We have white. So white can be universal. It can be any color. All right. So let me get these set up. And that's just my office chair that I sit in when I sit at my desk. Okay, now this process is a little tricky, especially when you have already burnt a couple candles in it. I have to use these tapers because, which you can see, they're tiny. They're not going to burn very long. I'm just melting some of the wax so it drips into the little holder. because right now they're all we have. So yellow, which I keep looking over here for the candles, and they're not over there. Okay. I hate when I don't get it centered. Ugh, dang it. I have to put them very carefully. Come on. Sometimes they get stuck. I have to put them very carefully in these little holders here. It's just a little tin. I need to move the light a little bit. There. Is that a little better? Okay. So this is what I'm putting the tapers in. And we're working on green. Okay, she's not on yet. I was just checking for you, Brooke. Okay, where did that one go? Huh, that's all right. We got backups. And I'll get to the recap of the story once I get these done. Okay. Okay, so green, blue. Indigo. And violet. Okay. Almost done. Orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Come on. All right, last color. Okay. Lighten the candles now. Was afraid that was going to happen. Which just means I got to redo it. Okay. Again. Gee, but do you get the feeling something's trying to stop me? A little tough. Ain't gonna work. You threaten my family. That's one thing you don't do. And you did. I know Chris has a protective circle cast, and I'm glad for that. Do not fall again. Okay, finally, and that's it for those. I will set up some others later. Now, I'm going to move my thing aside here and proceed to cast circle, and then I will be doing something called the golden ball of light, which is like it takes 5 minutes. So you will see me for 5 minutes just sitting quietly, and I need a raised surface to put the computer on so it lifts it up higher. But I don't know what I can use around here. I know. Well, nah, I ain't gonna worry about it. This will be all right. Okay, I'll just back up so that way you can see me. Okay, may the powers of the One, the source of all creation, all pervasive, omnipotent, eternal, may the goddess, the lady of the moon, and the god, horned hunter of the sun, may the powers of the spirits of the stones, rulers of the elemental realms, may the powers of the stars above and earth below bless this place and this time and us who are with you. Amen and blessed be. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. This circle is sealed. Earth, air, fire, water, elements of astral birth, I call you now, attend to me. In this circle rightly cast, safe from psychic curse or blast, I call you now, attend to me. From cave and desert, sea and hill, by wand, blade, cup, and pentacle, I call you now, attend to me. This is my will, so mote it be. Now for the circle of stones. Around me I cast the circle of stones. Naught but love may enter within. Naught but love may emerge from within. Charge us by your powers, great ones. LBRP. Yod Hey Va Hey. Hey yeah. Adonai. Agla. For around me flames the pentagram and the Kabbalistic cross, and within me and them shines the six-rayed star. Circles expand to encompass this entire apartment so that I may move about freely within its boundaries without breaking them. So be it. Okay, that part's done. Now, I really, are you serious? Some of the candles are leaning way too much. Which I don't like it when they lean because then that means they'll drip on stuff, but I don't know why it keeps doing that. There's no sense in it. It's fastened into place, and the indigo and the blue are the ones that are mostly doing the leaning. So here's the salt. And this is, what is that? More incense. As a matter of fact, I believe this is frankincense. All right. I don't know. I thought I had both of them in here, but maybe I don't. Huh. We shall see. I guess if I don't have them, I don't have them. Okay, this is my little miniature triquetra. This you can put down on, an altar as like a sacred cloth. So I will find a place to put that here in a little bit. And the grandiose of them all. This is my power circle. This is, you can stand in it. You can sit in it, but it's a powerful circle. And I haven't really had much chance to work with it. I mean, I've done some work with it, but okay, let me move that up there. Move my chair and lift up my dress because this thing's so long. I don't want it, tripping me up. Okay, this is how the casting out or the blessing of the salt goes. I cast out any and all negative energies. This is kosher salt, and I realize I don't need to bless it, but I wanted to for the live stream. Turned on subscriptions only. Okay, so I was just checking to see if it makes sure this thing was on. But generally, you'd do like a cross, you do a pentacle in it, and then tap it 3 times on the bowl. Then the salt's done. The water is from the sink, so it definitely needs blessed and cleansed. I cast out any and all negative energies from this water, making it pure as if it was from a mountain spring, so that it may serve my purposes within the circle of stones. In your names, Mother Goddess and Father God, do I bless, consecrate, empower, and cleanse this water. One, two, 3. Now, once you have the water and the salt ready, then you add them together and stir, stir, stir. Now, some of the salt may dissolve, all of it may dissolve. I'm not really sure which, but at least doing it this way. I mean, it's easier if you have a bottle that has, which I do. I just couldn't find it and I didn't want to take the time to look for it. But generally what you do in the cleansing and the blessing is you squirt or you sprinkle this holy water in all 4 corners of every room, every corner in the place. What are you doing? Mitten, you better be good. You can look out the window, baby. Just don't tear mommy's thing down, okay? Here in a little bit, because this thing has my little laptop here, my Chromebook that Maria surprised me with as a gift. She took me to Costco one day, and we was in the computer section. I thought, okay, there's something she wanted to get at Costco. I didn't think nothing of it. It was just me and her. So we got there, and when we were in the computer section, she said, pick one. I said, pick one. I said, what do you mean? She said, pick a computer. I'm like, really? Seriously? I had to actually stop for a minute because I couldn't believe that, she was offering to buy me a computer. Because, I've already got 2. I've got my other laptop that's upstairs. And then I have my little 2-in-1, which is the slowest of the 3. But Chris recently had bought himself a laptop, and she didn't think it was fair. She had good intent. She didn't think it was fair that he got himself one, but wouldn't get me one. But the parts of it that she doesn't understand is that he wasn't getting it. He didn't get it to spite me or anything, or to hurt me, or to be like, nah, 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 I got me one, you don't got one. I didn't really need one. I mean, my other laptop, as far as I know, it's still completely fine, so, but I didn't really need it. This is my little digital recorder, so I will have that going. Hope I got room on it yet. Let's see, is the battery, or did the battery die on me? I can't even remember. Okay, we'll try it and see. All right. Bless me. Okay, and now it's recording. How you can tell is the little red blinking light. See it? See it blinking? Okay, that's how you know it's recording. I'm going to put that up here and let the helpful spirits know that, they are absolutely welcome to speak into the device. Just speak into where the little red light is. And my candles are, okay, you know what? I don't need them. And I don't need the frustration of they won't stand up, and they've never given me problems before. So, circles cast, Goddess and God are invoked. The elementals are here. They say that, like, especially if I did the, what I call it the megalith. It's Stonehenge. It's basically got a stone up top and then two pillar stones. One pillar stone has a goddess symbol carved into it. The other pillar stone has a god symbol carved into it. And yes, it's extremely warm in here, but then these lights that I'm sitting next to are just so bright, that's why my skin looks pretty much white. And I might have to find a different location to put the computer in, but doubt that I will, because right now I can't put it on the altar. The altar has altar stuff on it. And I could put it on a raised platform, but I would have to set the platform on the desk. And this poor little desk is not meant for all that weight. So, to recap, yesterday, went to a beautiful funeral service for, the guy I call my dad. He's only my dad, surrogate dad. Him and my mom are not together. They're not romantically involved or anything like that. So hang on a minute. Let me hop on and let Brooke know that I'm live streaming. So if she wants to come on, she can. Funeral went well. It was a nice turnout. A lot of people showed up, and I ended up getting some beautiful flowers from it. Jim brought out a vase that had all these white flowers. And, they're different types of flowers, but they're all white. Okay, I'm texting Brooke here. I am live stream. OMG. Anyway, if she's like, what was the OMG? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't put that in there, but it literally did OMG. Here, look. It did. You can't see it, but it did OMG in capital letters. So I was just letting her know that I'm on, because I don't know if she got the notification. I know she's been having phone issues and whatnot. So the recap is this. So we had a beautiful service. We got home. I think it was like sometime after 5 p.m. And I laid down for an hour to take a nap, because, I'm not the morning person. I have trouble getting up at 6 o'clock, especially. But it was needed, because we had to, and that's probably Brooke answering me. Okay, now going to hop on. Okay, so she was waiting for me. So sorry about that, sweetie. Like I said, at least this way it's okay, because it gave me a chance to do like some of the preliminary prep work of, getting the circle cast and everything. So, because she's, let's see, let's see, what time is it here? It's after 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 p.m. there in England. I look a fright. I didn't brush my hair this morning, but this bell is definitely going to serve its purpose today. And I haven't used it in a while. So anyway, my friend Maria, my sister, she was sitting down here yesterday on her couch. And there's like a section of the couch that's really long that you can sit on. It's kind of like a settee or whatever you want to call it. Hi, sweetie, there you are. And 2 of her cats were playing. And this is just a recap, Brooke, in case like Holly might pop on or something, because I don't know if she's even home yet, but she should be on her way. And yes, I'm wearing my crown. But anyway, they were just playing, and like normal. And Jack, which is the oldest of her 3 cats, he's sleeping over on the chair right now. You can't see him, but he's right over there in that chair. He was, by some force, according to Maria, he was literally picked up and flung across the room. And whatever the force was that did that, it was trying to hurt him. It was maybe even trying to kill him, but something stopped him, like I'm guessing like about the middle of the floor. And Maria was terrified. She was absolutely terrified. So she started ringing her bell because she's got 2 of them. And the ring's kind of off. This ring, as you can tell, has a bite. So sorry if I hurt anybody's ears, but I'm just making a point here. So she told me that, something literally flung Jack across the room. Yeah, he's okay. He's sleeping. Like I said, he doesn't seem like he's been injured or anything like that. So whatever flung him, something else counteracted and stopped him in the middle of the floor. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was my Basque statue that I brought down here, because it's in the form of a cat. Now, some of the mystery behind this dark spirit is we don't know where it came from. We have some speculation of possible places it could have come from. But I renounced and revoked any invitation that I had given any spirits at Whitehall Park on Mabon when we did the Mabon ceremony. Because you don't know. I mean, if you don't know the history of a place and you can't talk to like a groundskeeper that's like been there for 30 years or what have you, so there's too much information. I wouldn't even know how to look it up. Like I could probably look it up something along the lines of, Whitehall Park hauntings or something and see if anything comes up. But there could have been bad spirits that died there. There could have been violent deaths. You just don't know. So I remember when we, after we uncast Circle and everything, we broke down all the materials of the ritual and stuff, put them back in the bag. And, it was like 7:00 at night. We were both tired and we started this thing at 3. So, but again, that was Mabon, and there was spirits there, obviously. And I said, if there's any spirits here, you cannot bother us. You cannot follow us home. You do not have permission. You have to stay here. I said, but if you're a friendly spirit, you can come, but be warned. If you are under the guise of a friendly spirit, but you're not truly a friendly spirit, you will be cast out. You will be bound in a witch ball or a capture stone or something, because she's got like 3 witch balls in here. She's got one out here. She's got one in the kitchen and one in the bedroom. Now, when I start the house blessing here in a minute, you're going to see me moving around a lot. You're going to hear me saying words. I got my salt water ready, which is my holy water. I've got holy oil, which, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put a few drops of that in there to, just give it, like, make it even stronger. Not that it really needs it, but I want these spirits to know, or if it's just one, I want it to know I'm not playing around. Yeah, I showed the bottle on here earlier. This is holy oil, and it's from Universal Life Church, which I am a member of, and that's also where I got my clergy status. So the words are pretty simple. The words that you speak as you're walking through the place, and it says you have to start the furthest point back in the place and then come forward to, which is the main hub here, which is the living room. So I'll have to start in the bedroom. I'll have to open both of the closet doors. I'll have to open any dresser drawers in there, any kind of drawers of any, you got to open cabinet drawers and stuff like that. And the words go as you're ringing the bell and sprinkling the holy water into the corners of the room, you say, "Begone, evil spirits, you are not welcome here." And then you just go throughout the house. Now, the only thing that I didn't bring down was the sage, but since I've got holy oil, blessed water, and kosher salt, I think all that's covered. We shouldn't need the sage, but the main thing the sage does is it can get into the nooks and crannies. Oh, thanks. This is a believe it or not, this is a house dress, and I had to put my hair up in a ponytail because it's hot. Like these lights that are right next to me are really hot. Like I'm sitting here sweating and I'm getting chills. So it's like, oh crap, I might have to end up turning up the furnace just to balance it out because I don't, need to be getting sick. And I have the digital recorder going. It's sitting on the altar. And here in a little bit, I will, pick the computer up and walk you through the different rooms and stuff, Brooke, so you can see, get more familiar with the place. If you're wondering what the poster is behind me, that is the house rules for the dark art spirits that me and Maria both have. Now, I have one of these house rules posters upstairs as well. That's Tigi. That's her youngest. I know you barely saw her. But Jack seems fine. Again, he's just sleeping. But anyway, so you go throughout the house and you say those words, you sprinkle the holy water, you ring the bell. The sage helps to get into the nook and crannies of, places they can hide, because you got to remember, in spirit form, they can be the size of a pea if they want, because then they don't seem so threatening. See, if you see any weird stuff like, oh, Mom, I just saw a mist go by. Don't be surprised. Yeah, he's all right. Because that was the first thing that I asked about. I said, is Jack okay? And Maria said, yeah, he's not injured or anything. So that was the main thing, but I'm still, sure it was frightening to him. And now, he and Tigi both seem to be a little leery about laying on the settee where they were playing yesterday when this thing flung Jack across the room. That's not okay. That's not okay because you're hurting one of our kids. So let me go ahead and at least get this thing started. You will hear me in the background, but I'm going to have my hands free, so I'm not going to be able to, walk through yet with the laptop, but I will here in a little bit. So bear with me. Yes, I'm sticking to myself. This dress, I don't know what kind of material it's made from, but it when you're sweating, it's definitely one that clings to you. And this is just a lighter. This is a Capricorn lighter I got hooked to my dress. Okay, so let's see. Let's begin. And again, I have to go to the back, so I've got a lot of stuff I got to open up back here. All right. Hey, Mitten, you're okay, baby. You're okay. Eviction day. Look out, baby. Look out. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. That's not going to work. But that's all right. I will modify. Okay. This table or chair does not seem to want to sit up. Okay, so how am I going to do the closet? I'm not going to worry about the closet right now. Okay. Spirits are not welcome here. spirit, you in there. Okay. Now I'm doing the bathroom. Be gone, evil spirits. You're not welcome here. 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 Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You're not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Sorry, Jack Jack. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Be gone, evil spirits. You are not welcome here. Okay, now they say it should feel like a void in here. So let me. Okay, and the final step. I welcome in spirits of love, light, helpfulness, goodness, angels of the Most High, only good, come now, bring all your forces, let this house be blessed and cleansed for good, so be it. And then, wait a minute, make sure the good spirits come in. No, Mitten. Here, I want to, woo, emotional. Oh boy, I'm about to cry. But it's good cry. Don't worry. It's nothing negative. I guess it's the spirit's way of saying you did it. So yay. Okay. But that's basically it. That's it in a nutshell. When you cast out the negative spirits, then you immediately call in spirits of good. Call in spirits of, yay, good job, Mom. Good job, Janet. Oh yeah, they did. Because when it evokes a emotional response in me like this, where I'm crying, it's like a sigh of relief. It's like, oh wow, did this place need that? Now some of the corners, obviously, I just flung the water as far as I could. I didn't open the drawers or do any of that because I know that they're gone. Only the good spirits are here. No more spirits bad will be allowed in here. Keep the cats protected, keep Maria protected, and make sure that the rest of my family, you, your boys, Michael, anyone or anything, living or dead, human or non, that these bad spirits may try to bother or hurt or anything like that, they won't be able to. Because to me, when you do a house blessing and you do a house cleansing like I just did, now later I will do the sage. I will go through and I will do the sage and I will have the holy water again and I will do the whole thing again just to make double sure And because the thing about opening, the reason why you're supposed to open all the drawers and stuff like that is because, like I said earlier, they can hide in the, because they can be just this tiny little, just, I'm not going to hurt nobody. Yeah, right. Not buying it. Get out. Don't come back. Only good spirits are allowed here. Now, if you're curious, Brooke, which I'm sure you are, I will gladly read the dark arts rules because the spirits love it when I do. Let me put on my eyeballs. And it just basically, it not that they need the constant reminder. I like doing it because of any stray spirits. Oh yeah. You'll love this. But basically what the dark arts spirits do is you give them permission. I got to wipe off my glasses. They're all messy. You give them permission to interact with these spirits, especially if they're spirits that are unbound, which could be stray spirits. It could be the spirit of somebody that was killed very violently here somewhere in the neighborhood. And believe me, that's happened a lot. So the house rules go: respect all invited within my house. Engage unbounds and report. Disarm malicious magic. Protect, observe, and report in all events around me. Pursue and remove anything with malicious intent. Identify possible conflicts with those around me. Act only upon my direction and not my thoughts or emotions. Manifest to me in any way you feel comfortable. Work with all my resources, spirits, or spells. Escort me within your realm when I dream travel. Manifest only to those I grant permission. Harm none without permission. Now, the harm none without permission, a lot of people, they have mixed feelings about that because it does sound kind of like, oh, so you're giving them the right to harm something. No. If it is necessary and kind of like a bouncer, really, if it's necessary. Yeah. Isn't it cool? Yeah. And it was just a couple bucks, wow, it does feel better in here. That's amazing. I love it. But so I'm not worried. Like I said, I know that this place is cleansed. I know that I have brought in the good spirits like I'm supposed to, but I will go through another day, a different day, different time, and do the sage part of it. Oh, there's Tiggy. Hey, Tiggy. Can you see her? You can barely see her little head popped up right there. Tiggy, what you doing? Hi, baby. Hello. You gonna come and see me? Yeah, I know my fingers smell funny, but it's the oil, the oil and the salt water. But when a violent death occurs, yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's cute. She don't like being picked up though, or I'd pick her up so you could see her better. But when somebody dies a violent death, okay, I saw her sat on the table. She's beautiful. Yeah, she is. She's a sweetheart. And she's got extra digits. She's one of those that she has extra digits on, I believe, her front and back feet. But I only really saw them on her front feet. There she is. Yeah, you can see her. She's she's standing up there, playing peekaboo over the crate that Maria has. But anyway, like I was saying, when somebody dies a violent death, obviously that is how your vengeful spirits can come into being, because they died violently. There have been people shot. There have been people stabbed. Drug deals gone wrong. You name it. It's happened. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on so I can, if I can get them untangled. Come on, untangle. Silly glasses. So I can make sure I can read everything, okay? And it was like she saw something run through the door. If you're able to rewatch the stream after, I think she saw something run through the door. Yeah, she probably did, because it was those spirits hightailing it. Wouldn't you? That's not a pleasant sound. It's like, ee! So I hope she did. And yes, I will definitely rewatch it later. And, Yeah, cats are very sensitive. They can tell when there's bad spirits around. But this event that happened where Jack got flung across the floor, that was bizarre. There was no. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how that even happened, because we try really hard. I try really hard. Yeah. I try really hard to keep the energy in here good and to keep it balanced. So to me, having part of that balance is dark art spirits and white art spirits. Now I want to show you these vases because they are absolutely stunning. There's two of them, and these were made by a lady. Her name was Petra Longbranch. She mixed science and magic. She would go to the ends of the earth to require knowledge and different things. And she blessed these vases so that they are like multifunctioning. She went to run behind the chair, but then was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's leaving." Oh, wow. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So, and I mean, the bell was probably, it hurt their ears, I'm sure. And that's unfortunate. I hate that I did that. Poor Jack was, sleeping out here peacefully. And then I'm right by him ringing that bell. But these vases are magically blessed. And I'm going to read to you some of what they do, what they are designed to do, and the many different ways you could use them. She paid over $500 for these vases. Yes, you heard me right. $500. Okay, where are you at, Petra? I know you're in here. Yep, this is Petra. Okay. And see, there's kind of a weird, this is going to get bizarre, but me and Petra kind of have a thing for each other, but I don't really consider it cheating because it's more like I think it's more like a connection. Like, I've never mixed science and magic yet, but that doesn't mean that possibly in the future I won't, Okay, Petra Longbranch was a brilliant and eccentric British practitioner whose wild approach to magic reverberates through the annals of magical history even now. She was a charming character who was a confirmed bachelorette, was unabashedly selfish, and thoroughly enjoyed invention, science, and experimentation. You will find all her estate artifacts to be pleasantly unique in their energy and unimaginably powerful. She was a woman devoted to her craft, willing to spend any amount of money to obtain what she wanted, and spent a great deal of her life traveling the world. She liked to immerse herself in other cultures, learn all about their secrets and mysteries, and give herself the chance to grow from the exposure to new ideas and opportunities. Her estate was sold by family on several continents. Her surviving extended family had no interest in magic or the paranormal and did not want their family name to be caught up in Petra's ambitious career. There is something intrinsically unique about Petra's bindings. They are the perfect balance between the ancient mythologies and modern science. She took all that was the best of history, the present, and the future, and brought them together for a unified influence of power. You will find yourself lost in ecstasy as you work with her bindings. She offers something so perfectly fulfilling. We have enjoyed her work on a profound personal level. She left no detail unattended in her magic, and she worked with great devotion and vigor for the best outcome. She planned all her work with incredible focus and with precision execution. Her bindings have provided magnificent experiences for both Ash and myself as we have used them to grow and evolve in our own paths as practitioners. When you hold her bindings, they feel alive, and they exude such intensity that you feel entranced by their spells. The bindings from her estate span decades, from the early 20th century to the early 21st century before she passed. There is a definite signature to her work that speaks of quirky masculinity and irreverent fun. She never did anything exactly the way it was intended. She always personalized her work by custom blending or custom casting to fit what she wanted. She broke the mold in magic, and the result was an estate of supremely influential bindings from a woman who never shied from going to the ends of the earth to find sources of life-altering power. Wow. And that's just the bios basically on her. You will receive the pair of these vases, which are uniquely captivating and impressive when it comes to their power. They work in tandem to each other, and they send magic and energy between each other, creating a very intense and powerful platform that allows you to send magic into the realms, receive magic from the realms, and pass magic between people. Petra created these to be a mode of magic and mystic power that opened new doors for her and working with the supernatural and commanding magic in a way that made sense for her. This is the first thing that it can do. Yeah. Go Petra. Am I right? The first one listed that the vases can do, to use the vessels, the vases, for balancing the magic energy within yourself and your home. Place a magical amulet imbued with white arts magic, which is this one, and in one vase, and then dark magic, which is this one, in the other. Then recite, accord the power between, harmony, instill, and provide. This uses the magic of the vases to create a harmonious and balanced environment around you, which can help meter out magical energy and give you an optimum environment for casting and working with magic. Number 2, to use the vessels for sending magic into the realms, you will write the name of the realm you are sending the magic to and place it in one of the vases. You will then either place a spelled amulet in the other vase or write out the spell you want to cast on paper and place it in the vase. Then recite, unto the, say name of realm, shall be immediately rendered in full effect and power the magic offered, to be sent unto, say where you want the magic to go or who you want it to go to in the realm. Once recited, the magic is immediately sent on your behalf. Number 3, to use the vessels to receive magic from the realms, write the name of the realm and place it in one of the vases, and in the other vase place an amulet that you wish to receive the magic, and write on the paper the magic you are seeking. You should be as specific as possible and recite, imbue with definitive power the magic which I seek from, say name of realm, to be materialized in full effect of, say the magic you are looking for, in all earnest source of protected manner. The magic you receive can only be white arts or dark arts. This will not work with anything black arts, evil, or malicious. And 4th, to pass magic between yourself and someone else, you need to place a strand of their hair or a personal object in one vase and a strand of your hair or personal object in the other, along with the spelled amulet you wish to use. Then recite, I shall give the magic of, say spelled amulet, unto, say name of person, for their measure of magic and power. The spell is immediately sent to them, and the effect can last up to 30 days. So, yeah, these are seriously very powerful magical vessels. And Petra, because she was, she never had married or anything like that, she, I don't know, she kind of fell for me, unless I'm mistaken, but, I kind of fell for her a little bit too in return, because it's the connection. It's all about the connection and the similarities and the commonalities. Because, I have generally, I'm very feminine. I can wear a dress, I can dress up, and stuff like that. I can wear heels, but I can also wear jeans and a t-shirt and, dress more masculine. So Magnolia and Ash, these are very powerful. I have really enjoyed working with them, but sadly, apparently Petra and I are so close now that Maria felt threatened and thought that her and I were going to have to stop being friends, because she said that she was just kind of walking through her apartment one day, cleaning or something. And all of a sudden she stopped in her tracks, and she picked up the vases, and I guess she felt something that made her feel like, she felt the closeness, I guess, between me and Petra. She felt the bond, and maybe she was jealous or envious of it, which I did not mean for any of that to happen, and neither did Petra. The last thing we wanted to do was hurt the poor dear, because I will keep this live stream going as long as I can, but she might not be home until like after 4. Sometimes she gets home early. So hopefully you'll get to actually see her. But as you and I spoke earlier, you understood what I said by, if you listen to the way she talks, and once you see her, she's tiny. I wish I was as tiny as her. She's 62 years old. She was like terrified she would not sleep in her bedroom. She sleeps out here on her couch because when it comes to closets, and that's the one thing that it was just too difficult to get in there. But I did I did the blessing. Everything's okay. But like I said, and I know the good spirits are here now, and the energy's balanced. The bad spirit was cast out. We set it running, with its tail between its legs, and hopefully no more cats will get flung across the room or anything like that, which they won't, because there's good spirits here. But I still feel like I want to do the sage thing just as an extra protective measure. Now, maybe I won't have to. Like, if the good spirits that now are in here let me know, you don't need to do that, Janet. Don't worry about it. It's cast out. It didn't go hide in any of the drawers, because there's a lot of drawers in this place to open and stuff like that. They're like, no, we got it. We got it handled. And yeah, I mean, she probably did, like you said, she probably did, Tiggy probably did see it run out the door. Why it targeted Jack, I think my own theory there is it targeted Jack because of how close Maria is with Jack. She's closely bonded with him. He's her baby, just like Kalika is mine. Not that I'm not bonded with my other cats, because I am, but there's a significant bond between me and Kalika, who is on my lap all the time. I mean, when I'm upstairs, well, not all the time, but it feels like it to me. I have done this same blessing and house cleansing for the place across the hall. There, before this lady moved in, her name's Kim Do, or Kim Do, I think. She's Vietnamese. So the poor dear, she doesn't speak a whole lot of English or anything. And she's been in the country, I guess, for quite a few years now. And she remembers Vietnam. She remembers the horrors of that time. Hi, baby. Hello, Mitten. Mitten, I think she just walked by my feet as if to say, thank you, Aunt Janet. It's all better in here now. You're welcome, sweetie. I'm sorry that was a scare, that we all experienced, but everything's okay now. But yeah, back to what I was saying about violent death. When somebody dies violently, and that's happened a lot around here, it can cause evil spirits to manifest from that energy of violence, and also draw evil spirits to it because that was committed. Like, if you go into a place and you paranormal investigate it, and you run across bad spirits, either get out, or if you have the power and the ability and you have the equipment and tools with you to do it, then do a cleansing, just like I did. The words are fairly simple. The process is fairly simple. And it can take a little bit of time depending on how big the place is. Now, if it was if it was a house, well, then yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time, because you're going to have several floors that you're going to have to go on each floor, which I would probably start in the basement and then work my way up. And then once I got to the top and, experience the void, and then open the door and welcome in the spirits of love and light and helpfulness, angels on the most high. You heard me when I said it. So that won't happen again, that no further harm will come to anybody. in this place, because if Maria had to bail for the safety of her and her children, meaning the cats, then, she wouldn't have anywhere to go. And that would just be like worse. Um, and I didn't want her to have to go through that. She's very fragile. She's very vulnerable, because she's been through a lot. She lost her husband going on 7 years ago. This Halloween will be 7 years. And I feel really bad for her because he was the love of her life, kind of like you and Michael are each other's love of your lives. And she don't want to be with anybody else. She doesn't want to have a relationship. She doesn't want the responsibility of one. She likes to be free. She likes having her freedom. She can come and go as she pleases. She can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And that's not a bad thing. I'm getting headache pain across my forehead, probably because of the scrungy thing that I had to put my hair up with, because it's freaking burning hot in here. And I don't want to turn the light out because then you won't be able to see me. But yeah, the lights are like right here next to me, and it's like 3 of them. And the bulbs that are in them, I don't know if those are, okay, 72 watt am I reading that right? They're really high wattage. So what she should have in here is something that's a little more dimmed. And she, like they have these little spiral lights that me and Chris tend to use a lot, because they still give off really good light, but it's not so bright that I feel like I should have my sunglasses on just sitting here, because I feel like the sun's literally like right in my face. But, since she lost Kenny, things just, have never been the same. Her kids almost never come to see her, and they call her even less, which to me right there alone, that's just heartbreaking. And that's very sad. Nose is itching. Allergens must be high. Out in the, even though I'm not outside. And I did actually sneeze earlier. So it's like, whoops. But anyway, so that's a house blessing. Now all I have to do is I have to when I go back upstairs later, I'm going to make a copy of the house blessing certificate. Yeah, it is sad. I can tell that she's lonely, but I can tell that she's also grateful that she does have friends and family here. She has me, she has Chris, she has you, she has Harold. Harold's our blind friend that lives down the hall. And, so she's got support. My kids, my daughter Alicia has met her. I don't think Michael has met her yet, but that'll come in time. And I feel really bad for her, because it's like she kind of wants the companionship. She just don't want the responsibility of what it means to be in a relationship with somebody, because personally, I think a lot of it has to do with her handicap, which she thinks, who's going to ever want to be with me? I'm like half of a woman, and Maria is not the one. You'll never see that woman wearing a dress, like, ever. She's strictly pants and shirts and, whatever. And that's fine, because if that's comfortable for her, that's comfortable for her. She should be able to wear whatever she wants to wear. She should not be forced to wear a dress, for instance, just because she's a woman. She should not have to prove to anybody that she's a woman. I have to readjust. Ow. Because what I love about my crown too, is I can just kind of put it on like so, to where my hair holds it on. And I told Michael about it, and I told him, I said, I'll try to send you some pictures, like through JPay or something. I'll try to send him some pictures of me wearing the crown so he can see it and everything. And Now my throat's like all hoarse. And I'm drinking cold pop. So it probably would be better if I was like drinking hot tea or something. So hopefully, Ruth, who is attached to the antique stove, hopefully she's still around and, you know, she didn't get cast out or anything. Because she's just a little old lady. Michael says hi, Mama. Hi, Michael. Love you, sweetie. Just did a house blessing. Yay. And Brooke got to be here. So I love that. I'm going to go in the kitchen. I'm going to go in the kitchen for a minute and get me a can of corn because literally all I've had to eat today was a bag of popcorn. And that bag of popcorn really didn't do anything for me. So, because it's not actually food, to, you know, it's more snack. Nope, that's not it. I'll just let her know to, or I'll do it myself. It's like you might want to wipe those out before you use them because that was the only way I could get back in that corner was. You silly girl, Tiki. What you guys doing? Get this dumped off of here. It's okay, Tiki. Hey, chill out. It's okay, Jack, baby. All I have is corn. I don't know why you seem to keep thinking that I've got like something that you want, but you really don't. Okay. If I can find a bowl. She keeps some over here. It's like she's got more food than bowls. Nope, it's okay, Jack. It's okay, baby. I'm not gonna let it fall on you. I promise. You shouldn't have it that close to the edge. Tiggy, you need to calm down, baby. Tiggy's tail was like bushy and stuff, so I'm like, uh-oh. But, you know, I mean, sometimes they get like that when they're playing. So, anyhow, yeah, I could make something more elaborate, but right now I'm trying to just get something a little more significant on my stomach because she's got plenty of food here. She's got more food than dishes, it seems like. Hi, baby. You want to come and say hi? Big boy. This is Jack. See, that's Jack. Hey, baby. Got to keep my baby safe. I got you. There you go. And that was Jack. And every time I open a can of corn, you know, he just, for some reason, he seems to think I got something he wants. Maybe you don't want corn. See? That's all it is. See? That's all it is. So you and Michael go ahead and chat, guys, while I sit here and munch my corn. And besides, Jack, I put fresh food and water down for you guys. So you should be good. You need to calm down, Tiggy. Started to set my corn down and pick Tiggy up so you could see her, but you said you've already seen her, so don't need to. Hello. Hello. Hope Holly's okay. Dang it. Now I got something in my eye. Jack's sitting there so pretty. He may be wanting on my lap. Because when I sit on the settee, he'll get on my lap sometimes. You've got cookie dough. Oh boy. Cookie dough is my absolute favorite. Like my mom, she used to make sugar cookies for Christmas. I'm sure I could probably find the recipe, and Chris has got thousands of recipes on his computer for different things. But I would make the cookie dough and just eat the cookie dough. I wouldn't make it into cookies. I would just make the dough strictly to eat it, which is not good. Ice cream with cookie dough in it is one of my favorites. I also like cookies and cream, ice cream, peanut butter ice cream. I can do vanilla. I can do strawberry. Superman ice cream, which we can't get it anymore. The stores don't seem to carry it.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Oh,
So is Michael doing better? Hopefully he's not, crying again. I just wish there was some other type of magic that I could cast that would actually help him, get out of there. Just drinking pop. It's actually pop from last night. There goes Tiggy. Jack Jack is sitting under my desk just staring at me. Baby, you already know what I got. You don't want any. I tried to give you a piece, you didn't want it. Good. I'm glad he's doing a lot better. And I hope he doesn't think that I'm making fun of him or anything. I'm not. Geez, thanks, Mom. Thanks for telling the world he's a crier. No, it's not meant that way, Michael, at all, honey. I was just, I was worried about you. And, after we talked for a few minutes and, you was able to, calm down and stuff. And I made you laugh and then we were okay. And there's nothing wrong with being a full-grown man and crying, because it just means you're not afraid to express your feminine side, honey, which that's a lot of what that is. It's your feminine side that evokes those kind of emotions, because you and Brooke love each other so much. And I hope that Michael got the emotional strength that I sent him. I've got plenty of candles lit here right now, so I will definitely keep sending him emotional strength. Itch. Had to itch me bum. I have this, I don't know if it's considered GERD or not, but sometimes when I'm just sitting here eating something, it feels like it gets stuck in the middle of my chest. And you want to talk about an uncomfortable feeling? That's definitely an uncomfortable feeling. Oh! I just came up with another idea. I know how to make a demon trap. So, if I can find the book that I got it out of again, because it's one of my magic books upstairs, I will redo it. I will encourage Maria to get not a placemat, but a doormat for the outside of her door. He's getting the emotional support. Good. I'm glad. Yes, demon trap. It's a spiral, okay? So you start from the center, and then as you go out, the spiral gets bigger and bigger until it goes literally right off the page. You can use simple notebook paper. There's some words that you write And me, I put it in the spirals. So if any dark force, because to me, any dark force that is meaning harm is demonic. It may be low grade, low level demonic, but still to me, it's demonic because it's trying to hurt innocent people. But I'm going to look through these 2 books and hopefully the demon trap's in one of them. And if it is, I'm definitely going to make one. Get her a doormat to put out and up against her, like I said, out in the hallway. Okay, now you're probably wondering, what does the demon trap do? Well, what it does is, if a demon is stupid enough and arrogant enough to step on it, they get immediately transported back to hell, like instant. But as you know, after a while, the paper wears. Starts losing its power. So I'm due to make some new ones, 2 new ones to put them under the doormats that I have in front of both of my doors into my apartment upstairs. And I'll do the same here. Okay, so, but yeah, basically in a nutshell, that's what it does. If a demon steps on that trap, on that spiral, they're immediately jettisoned right back to hell. And hopefully in a very painful way. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Because I don't know if it would be listed. If it will actually have it listed. Let's see. Well, I know something that would make the live stream interesting. Just to give you an idea of what this book is about. It's called Advanced Witchcraft. Now, I did put it on earlier in the live stream, and the name of the author, if you want to check it out, it's another magic book for you to, just kind of breeze through and study and whatnot. But before I do that, let me go through some of this and see if I see the demon trap, because I'll know it when I see it. Because the weird thing is, the first time I made demon traps, I could not find the book that I got it out of. And I know it was one of my books. And I was like, where did it go? What book was it in? Okay, that's the tree. Come on, be in here, be in here. I mean, I can go through it this way, but sometimes it does too many pages at once, doing it page by page this way. Okay, come on, where are you? Where is my demon trap? Demon trap, demon trap. Do 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 do. And I have a project for us too, Brooke. Now that I have helped you and Michael hook up and found, both of you the love of your life, now we just got to find mine and bring them into my presence. But I've already decided that the best way to do that is going to be, they're just going to have to be okay with being friends first, because I am with Chris. I'm staying with him until he passes. Is this it? Let me see. The Labyrinth and the Maze. No. But, excuse me. Excuse me. That's the corn coming up and saying, hey. Augury. I saw a maze and a labyrinth and thought that, ooh, maybe this is it. But nope, nothing yet. And I definitely literally have to go through each page because, like I said, I'll know it when I see it. Okay, yep, not yet. Dang it. Just trying to go through it kind of fast. And here in a little bit, I will definitely put on some Celtic music because I think you'll like it. That I can do on my phone. Oh, come on, Demon Trap. Where is you? Dark Night of the Soul. Dark Night of the Soul. Yeah, you're probably wondering what's Dark Night of the Soul. It's a type of witch fasting that you do as close to, or if you can do it on the very day, all the better. Okay, it doesn't seem to be in that one. It's a fasting that can instill visions and stuff. There is someone out there for everyone. He'll find you if he hasn't already. I wish. I hope so, rather, I should say. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's in here. This other book I'm looking through right now is called Moon Magic. Charge of the Goddess. Let's see. Old sayings and lore. Dun, dun, dun. It didn't say anything about Demon Trap, but I figure it wouldn't hurt to look through it anyhow. See if it's in here. Bear with me, hun. I'm just trying to go through this because this book's a lot heavier, so it hurts the thumb to keep doing the pages the way I was doing them. So let me breeze through and see if it pops up anywhere. Demon Trap. If I don't find it in either one of these books, I'll just have to look through my other books upstairs until I find it, because I don't think I still haven't found it. And I'm like, okay, now this is too weird. I know it exists because I got it out of one of my books, because as soon as I read what it was about, I was like, oh, ho. Well, we definitely need to get some of these in place. It's the weirdest thing. I noticed something very interesting, and I only saw the woman once, and it was years ago, and it was when this not so nice person, Lily Washington, lived in the apartment on the ground floor where I'm at in Maria's, but she was across the hall from Maria. She's like literally right across from Maria. And she was with us for a very short time, but she was disruptive. She was rude. She was a complainer. She was always complaining. A couple times she almost set the apartment on fire because she was trying to cook something and didn't know what she was doing, and it literally smoked up the whole house. She opened her door and the smoke started spilling out into the corridor and the hallway, and I thought, oh my God, the place is about to go, get burnt to the ground. It didn't, but she called the city on me twice. because she was complaining about some kind of pungent odor coming from my place. And the pungent odor that she was speaking of was a homemade concoction that I had made to get rid of bed bugs and to get rid of roaches and to send them packing, And I sprayed it in the heater vents that go, up and down throughout the apartment. Each apartment building or each apartment, there's vents in it. So like when I do something in my upstairs vent, then it can filter down into hers. Okay, I'm almost at the end here. Because see, one of the ideas that I came up with, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. So what I did was I had I had the demon trap down, and this lady showed up from the city. I had candles burning, but I wasn't really like doing ritual or anything. I had candles burning, and I invited her in. I said, if you want to come in, and check out for yourself, you're absolutely welcome to do so. I'm not doing anything wrong, and I don't know what pungent smell she's talking about, but I did spray some home remedy stuff down in the vents because we have a bed bug and roach issue in this building that the landlord refuses to clean up, and he treats the basement and somehow thinks that that's going to treat all the other apartments, and it doesn't. It sends them up into the apartments because it just chases them out of the basement. That's all his idea of cleansing does, and it don't work. So this lady, I think she was if I'm not mistaken, she was a black lady, and I'm not being racist or anything because I'm not racist, but she refused, even after I invited her, she refused to step on my doormat. She made sure that she stood right outside of it. So it makes me wonder if she herself wasn't possibly a demon. And that's why she didn't want to step on my doormat, because she knew there was a demon trap under it. And yeah, that would have been quite the spectacle, I think. Because the demon probably would have screamed and, got zapped back to hell. And yeah, who knows what else. Actually, I don't really need those, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to unplug this, and I'm going to give you a grand tour of the apartment to get you familiar with it and where everything is. Okay, so I'm going to pan around slowly. Okay. This is the living room. That is the tapestry that she has up on her window. That is the chakra symbols. This is her chair, table. Here's the door and everything. There's her little altar where the vases are, and here's our magic altar. Isn't it nice? Okay, now I don't know how well you can see any of this, but here's the kitchen and dining room. See, kitchen's like really, really, really tiny. I'm trying to pan slow. Okay. Hey, Tiggy. Here's the antique stove that we think Ruth is attached to. Here's the bathroom. Tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. See, it's just literally, you almost have to step outside to change your mind. Hello. And last but not least, considering this is where you're going to be staying, this is the bedroom. There's her air conditioner. She's got a flat screen in here. There's her other window. Look how big this bed is. And I've heard it's really comfortable too. This is her dresser. There's another mirror there. This is the closet door, one of them right here. Okay. And then over here is the other closet door. So as you can see, these places are not big. They're pretty tiny. And it's only a 1-bedroom, and it has 2 doors going in and out of the place. So, but anyway, And here's my little desk. Isn't it cute? Just a tiny little thing. Okay, let me get this reset where I had it. Oh, excuse me. And there you go. Do all the apartments have the bed bugs and roach issues still? Maria keeps her place, if you can see, like, I don't know, like how much behind me you can see or whatever, but Maria keeps her place meticulously clean, okay? I have not seen any bed bugs in her place. I have not seen any roaches in her place. So I don't think it'll be an issue, but our place upstairs, yeah, that's the place that I will absolutely, if you want, when you get here in November, I will take you up there just so you can get a quick look around, but I wouldn't recommend sitting on anything because that's where they like to reside, especially if you sit on my couch. That's one of their favorite places to hang out. And every time I sit on the couch, I have to spray it with a combination of peppermint, rubbing alcohol, 70% rubbing alcohol combination in a spray bottle. And then I spray down the area that I sit on. It's bad that the landlord doesn't sort it out. Yeah, he, for the most part, Joe, he's a decent guy. That's the name of the landlord, his first name. He's a decent guy. He's a little Jewish fellow. And, he's definitely has money, so he doesn't really need these places, for extra income because he's rich. He don't need it. But Maria's place, for instance, she's paying over $500 for this place. Now, even though the floors right here look like wood, they're not. They're the like little, basically it's a form of like these flat pieces that you glue down that looks like wood, but it actually is not wood. And the landlord, his idea of, like I said, his idea of spraying and getting rid of the bugs, it wasn't doing anything, just it was sending them upstairs. That's it. And that's how we ended up getting them. But we also think that a big part of the reason why we ended up getting slammed with them is because when Lily Washington lived here, she brought them in. Because see, bed bugs, I don't know about, different other places or anything like that. But bed bugs can be outside, so you can actually literally bring them in on your clothing and not even realize it, kind of like ticks. Because they're from the tick family. They absolutely love my blood. My blood is like crack to them. So the only way I can sit on my own couch is I have to keep it sprayed all the time. Especially with the 70% rubbing alcohol, that's a whammer. That's pretty good combination. They don't like peppermint oil. They don't like the scent of lavender. They don't like the scent of patchouli. They don't like the scent of tea tree, lemongrass. There's so many different oils that they don't like. So in my opinion, the best way to come up with a really good kick butt, what I call bug juice, would be a combination of those oils. Now, the peppermint oil and the rubbing alcohol, they seem to do really good. Okay, where did I put my phone? Let me get some Celtic music on here. Come on. So it's not so quiet in here. Okay. Do that. Da-da. Where's my YouTube music? There it is. Now, if it follows suit, yep. This is like, it's a playlist.
Let's go help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Unfortunately.
Okay, who sat at my desk?
Commercials. Some of these can get pretty loud. Well, no, don't you do it. So I hope you can hear that okay. Can you hear it okay? It's just Celtic music. Isn't it pretty? I don't know what language she's singing in. I have no idea. Celtic, I guess. But some of the on my playlist, some of the songs, had to kill a bug. Some of my songs probably come out of my computer because they do like my computer. This is the part I like of this song. Oh, not yet. Right there. I think that's so pretty, isn't it? It's beautiful. Yeah. Especially if I can be lucky enough to get the Lord of the Rings theme to play, you'll be like, oh, Mom, it's beautiful. I've actually done meditations with it before. One time I was down here with Harold and Maria, and we were all like having some really, weird stuff was going on in our lives, and we needed some calm. We needed some relax. We needed some the calming breath, calming focus of mind. And I played this theme. And if you've ever seen the movie Lord of the Rings, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I believe it was in the first one. Yeah, it was. That you hear it for the first time, and it's Rivendell, the elven village, that when you hear the music, you're like, oh wow. And it's that music, the music of Rivendell, and there's a female voice singing, but she's not singing. I mean, she's singing words, but again, it could be like Gaelic or something. And I've heard Gaelic is one of the more difficult, challenging languages to know and learn and, speak and everything. But when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, wow. And it's just that theme over and over again. It goes from a certain point to a certain point, and it's 3 hours long. So you can just literally play that like for 3 hours, and it creates this ambiance or this calming energy. Like Harold went into a trance. He started seeing visions. He started imagining an Indian maiden that was sitting on some rocks, singing for her lost love. Maria closed her eyes, and she was just, they were so at peace. And the next thing I knew, before I even know what happened, I started singing along with it. And I don't know the words, but I tried, Oh, that's the one drawback. You have to skip the ads. Come on, go away. Let YouTube Music Premium help you discover the latest in songs and artists, all ad-free. No thanks. Actually, Chris put a version on here for me that it kicks out the ads. So it literally just plays the music, repetitively, not the same one over and over again. Like this one that's about to play. It's called Run Fell. but I see it as rune fill. And this is definitely Norse. Like Vikings and, stuff like that. But I have this one. It's some kind of a drumming chant that I stumbled across one day while I was looking up chants to Hecate. And I fell in love with it, but sadly it's only like 3 minutes long or some craziness. I'm like, no, it needed to be longer. I wish it was, but it's not. It's only 3, and it does have it has words that you could probably learn if you really listen to them, and I try to, but it's kind of one of those things that you want to pop up on the screen if you can, where it will show the words to the song. If I had that, I would sing along with it, and I would already have had it memorized. Trust me. Okay, that incense went out. I wonder if this thing's down. Yep, see, there I go, sticking to myself again. It's just from the sweating. Okay, I'm just taking my torch here, lighting this incense. Kind of makes you want to dance. Got a nice beat. Isn't this is cool, isn't it? Dancing music. Go wash out bowl. Be right back. Gotta use the loo. Did you know that dancing can raise energy? because it's body movement. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'll send you some pictures of Michael as a kid. Just sorry I don't have any handy right now. Pretty much all my pictures are buried in the upstairs closet in the front room that I never use. That is a storage closet for mostly like holiday decorations and stuff. But I definitely will. I'll find some, or borrow some from my mom or something and, have some copies made and take a picture of them on my phone or something so you can at least see them that way. And when you come in November, we'll definitely, make sure we send you home with some pictures of everybody too. So you'll have that. Hang on. Thought I was hearing the door. Guess not. It's weird. Sometimes we'll be sitting here just talking, hanging out. And we will hear very clearly. And it seems to favor coming from two significant directions. Sometimes it comes from the west, sometimes it comes from the south. When it comes from the west, which that door is facing the west, it's usually, it's like so light that you can barely hear it. And your brain goes, that sounded like knocking. Did you hear that? And a lot of times, yeah, she'll do it. Yeah. And there's actually been a time here quite recent, and this one really got me. We were sitting here, and instead of a knock, we heard, it was like something was scratching on the door. It did it like 3 times. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Excuse me, but when I do find the demon trap, I will definitely put some down for Maria, and I will redo mine that are currently, well, one of the two. One of them I think I did have to end up throwing away. But the papers are so old, they've been there so long, they're just, how they get like that kind of yellow orange color when the components of the paper start breaking down. Yeah, so it's time to redo them because they do a bang up job for sure. And I speak from experience, so I definitely want to get some out there and get it into the hands of as many of my people as I can so that they can always be protected from these forces. And that if a demon does stray along and they're stupid enough and they step on that trap, they go right back to hell. No pass go, no collect $200, just boom, and your butt is slammed right back into hell. Which I'm sure would make them very angry to be slammed back to hell like that. Okay, this is King of the Highlands. Whoops, what did I do? Okay, somehow I turned it off. I didn't mean to. But I also need to, okay, nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, that one's paused. I need to pop out of that for a minute because Chris put some kind of a app on here. There it is. That it's like I said, it cuts out the ads, so you can just listen to music to your heart's content, and you don't have to listen to the ads. Okay, come on, where are you? Aha! Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Come on. This is the drumming one that I was telling you about that has to do with Hecate. It's called Hecate Drumming Chant by Naja, Naja. play. Now, I am not an expert dancer. But you don't always have to do a lot of movement, okay? See why I like it? Isn't it cool? Just got a nice little beat, you know? And I call it kind of a pick-me-up song. Because it's got a good... And that's it. It's only 3 minutes long. Dang it. I love it to pieces. Always turning my phone upside down. But yeah, Chris is, he's definitely very genius-minded. And he could do some cool stuff like this where, you know, you can just listen to your music, you know, and not have to worry about ads. Because the thing with the ads, why they do that, of course, is because they're trying to get you to join something. And if you join, then you have to pay. And it's one more bill that, you know, this Capricorn mama can't handle right now. Now, I don't know how well you were able to see it, but the bedroom, it is kind of crowded that you'll be sleeping in. It's, you know, got a lot of stuff sitting around because it was the only place we could put the stuff so that we could clear out this front room and make it more spacious and everything. I was trying to find, okay, I was trying to find some more Hecate music because I've got a playlist on here that, like I said, you know, if you get a chance sometime, you know, definitely give it a listen because there's some really Really good music on there, good tunes. And I wish I could bring up SoundCloud so I could play some of Colin's music for you because I think you would like it. He's definitely the headbanger, headbanger type. Rock and roll, dark kind of what some people would interpret to be dark, but that doesn't mean that it's evil. It's just music that he's created throughout his life because of some of the depression, that he suffers. And
Dark sunlight and shining moon, balance of the dark and the light, Arcania, witch's moon, as we perform our sacred rite.
check it out. Isn't that pretty? That's the picture that is displayed as this plays. It's a witch laying down on the ground. Just very kind of chill, isn't it? It's so pretty. And it's, it helps to instill peace. And I've got my hair, like I said, my hair's a mess. I didn't brush it or anything before I put it up. I just had to put it up quick because I wanted to get the blessing done. I'm going to get me a pop, so I'll be right back. You'll see me anyway because the fridge is right here. So. Witch's Rune. So the song that they're singing right now is called Dancing the Witch's Rune. Oh, I'm getting this thing like jam-packed full here. Itchy bum. I hate itchy bum. One thing, Tiki, get down, you silly cat. Oh, well, that should make the live stream interesting, right? Tiki decided to jump up and say hello. What's going on? I have to pour my pop slow, otherwise it gets too foamy, and then it goes everywhere. Okay. The Witch's Rune, when you speak it, okay, it goes like this. Hang on. So the first time I heard that, you can expect that I was like, ooh, they're singing the Witch's Rune. Okay. I love this music. Trees. Okay. The witch's rune goes, and this is like literally from memory, okay? Darksome night, shining moon, east, south, west, north. Powers of the witch's rune. Powers of the witch's rune. I call thee forth. Now, I know this one. Darksome night, shining moon, east, south, west, north. Powers of the witch's rune. I know the witch's rune. Let's see. Darksome night, shining moon, east, south, west, north. Powers of the witch's rune. I am here to call thee forth. Earth and water, wind and fire, wand, pentacle, and sword. Hearken ye unto my desire. Work ye, unto my desire. Hearken ye unto my word. Darksome night, shining moon, east, south, west, north. Witch's rune. I am here to call thee forth. Earth and water, wind and fire. The music's too distracting, but I do know it. I know it. I know it by heart. See, that's why I keep repeating it, because if I repeat it, I remember it better. Okay, darksome night, shining moon, east, south, west, north. Powers of the witch's rune. I am here to call thee forth. Earth and water, wind and fire, wand, pentacle, and sword. Work ye unto my desire. Hearken ye unto my word. Cords and censer, scourge and knife, powers of the witch's blade. Waken all ye unto life. Come ye as this charm is made. Queen of heaven, queen of hell, horned hunter of the night. Lend your powers unto my spell. Work thy will by magic's right. By all the power of land and sea, by all the might of moon and sun, as I do will it, so mote it be. Chant the spell and it be done. Eco Azarak, Eco Zamalak, Eco Kernunis, Eco Aradia. Eco Azarak, Eco Zamalak, Eco Kernunis, Eco Aradia. Eco Azarak, Eco Zamalak, Eco Kernunis, Eco Aradia. Ahaya, Adonahi, Agla. That is the witch's rune in its entirety. So yes, if you like, when you're here in November, I will get one for you, or if I have to take mine down off the wall and make a copy of it and then tape it back up, I will. So you can have the darksome night, the witch's rune. There's also a chant that you say when you close circle that goes, may the circle be open yet unbroken. May the love of the goddess ever be in our hearts. Merry meet, merry part, until we merry meet again. But yeah, I mean, it amazes me. Yeah, it's okay. Now, here's another fun little fact about the witch's rune. It has such enormous power that I did an experiment one time for a couple of friends of mine. It was a couple of girls that were partners. They were lovers. They were some of my girls, some of the ones that I tried to teach magic. And one of them, the driver, Nikki, she had to work this one day. But her girlfriend, Danielle, did not want her to work. They wanted to do something special together. And I said, okay. I said, after I say this witch's rune and I tell you, okay, go and make a wish, then it'll happen. So I said the witch's rune and I said, now, what is your wish? Think about it and it'll be so. So she thought about it, and soon as she got the thought and manifested it, the power of the witch's rune immediately made her phone ring, and it was her boss saying she didn't have to come in today because somebody else was willing to cover the shift. There you go. That quick, that instant. Yes, we should try that. My wish for saying the witch's rune in its entirety is that Michael get his judicial go through this time so that he can come home. That would be my wish. That things would sort themselves out to the point that he would literally, they would be like, we can't hold him anymore, just let him go. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I may even do it a couple of times to make the possibility even stronger that maybe that would be the very thing that could get him out, because it worked for my friend Nikki like instantly. I no more than said the witch's rune. I said, make your wish. They held hands when they did it. And her boss called and I said, that's your boss saying you don't have to come in today because someone else is going to cover the shift. She looked at me. She looked at Danielle. They both looked at each other, looked at me and went, and I'm like, well, answer your phone. So Nikki's like, oh yeah. So she answered the phone. Sure enough, it was her boss going, oh, you don't have to come in today. We got someone else to cover the shift. So they was able to spend the day together. And then let's see. Another favorite of mine is I took an ecstasy pill one time. Now, mind you, it was only half. So the piece was like no bigger than that. It was tiny, tiny piece. And Nikki had, she knew somebody that could get them. Ecstasy is a pill that if you don't know anything about it and you look it up, I'm not sure how easy it would be to look up. But what I can tell you is they say that if you take, and it only takes one, and this was just from taking half a hit, it literally creates a type of ecstasy within you that everything you touch just feels like, oh, wow. Oh, that's just so cool. Oh, that is just so weird. You know, it's like it intensifies your nerves, your nerve endings to the point that everything you touch feels just absolutely, oh my God, this is awesome. Don't know what's in it. Don't know what they used to construct it. But Nikki found one of these pills. She bought it from somebody. She cut it in half. She gave me half. I channeled Aphrodite. Yes, no joke. I literally channeled Aphrodite, the goddess of love. When me and Nikki went back to my place after we took it, they say, don't take it in the company of men. Take it with only other females because I can't, if, how do you put this delicately? If it intensifies everything that you touch, imagine what it would do for lovemaking, okay? It's like it would be an experience you could not even, you would never feel any other way. It's so intense. It's almost too intense. Now, I didn't actually perform that act with anybody. But me and Nikki was at my trailer by just the two of us. Nothing happened, because I knew she was with Danielle and I wasn't going to do that because she was my friend. And I channeled Aphrodite. I said, close your eyes and tell me what you see. So she closed her eyes. I said, what color is my hair? She said, it's long and white and it has like a translucence about it. It's extremely beautiful. I said, okay, good. I said, what color is my skin? She said, it's very porcelain bisque, almost like it's glowing, like the moonbeams themselves came down and became part of your skin. I'm like, okay, keep going. I said, what color are my lips? She said, like this really intense, bright red. I wasn't wearing any makeup, okay? And I said, what color are my eyes? And she said, the most beautiful blue I've ever seen. She had her eyes closed the entire time. And I said, if you think you're ready and you're sure you can handle it, open your eyes and tell me who you see sitting before you. She opened her eyes got real big and she's like, ah! And I'm like, hi, how you doing? It was Aphrodite. It was literally Aphrodite. Now there's a Capricorn goddess of love called Almathea. I am definitely, by definition, I am Almathea. I am a Capricorn goddess of love. It's just my hang-ups with the intimate department is just because of the bad luck that I've had throughout my life and how many times I've been hurt by people using me for sex. Like I was nothing to them. I was just something to FUC ... You know what I mean? Okay. Well, awesome. How about that? Well, we have Hecate music playing. So I would not be surprised if she ends up showing up or she's already here. I was trying to see if I could feel her. Hecate, are you with us? I'm playing this music in your honor. You are absolutely welcome to be here. I am doing a live stream with my beautiful daughter, Brooke. And we would love to have you here and let us know if you're with us. She might be. I don't know. I mean, I don't like to call her under false pretenses. Like, I'm not going to call on Hecate unless I have a good reason. But at the same time, I let her know that, and she should already know that she's absolutely welcome to be here. So now, to keep my word, I'm going to read. Hopefully you can hear it. I may have to turn this down some more. Because like I said, some of these songs can be really loud, and then some of them, tend to be like, they're quieter. So then you have to turn them up. Okay. I am going to read a couple of pages at least of this advanced magic book. The beginning. Several years ago, when it was first suggested that I write a book on advanced witchcraft, I refused to even consider such an overwhelming task. First of all, I had no idea how one would define advanced within a mystery religion, especially one with so many diverse arts under its umbrella. If that wasn't enough to put me off, I also doubted there was a large enough market for an advanced craft text. In the third place, I felt a book covering so broad a topic would either be too massive to be manageable or too small to be of any use. I saw no point in producing a book so esoteric that it would either be unreadable or impractical. I imagined a writer would either find himself trying to explain things ad infinitum that were not comprehensible to those who had not experienced them, or he would find no words suitable, and the few pages he could crank out would be, to quote a trite but true phrase, preaching to the choir. Yep, I was convinced no mortal could hope to capture between two covers the essence of that which can never be told. As most practitioners of the craft learn within a few years, this old magical adage about not being able to speak of metaphysical or spiritual mysteries has little or nothing to do with the keeping of an individual's traditions or craft secrets, but reminds us that witchcraft or Wicca and any other sect of pagan practice is an experiential spiritual path, one we must undergo alone. No priest or priestess can do it for us, and no one else can step in and score points for us with the deities. Witchcraft is a religion for those who, with the tenacity of charging bulls, not for flocks of sheep waiting to be led. When we emerge from our mystical experiences, we find, as have those before us, that our deeper mysteries are ones for which no human vocabulary is adequate. You can talk to and write and rifle through your thesaurus, but if you've already been there and back, you know as well as I that whatever words you come up with to relate your experiences are just not hitting the bullseye. Hence, the mysteries of witchcraft are packaged as that which can never be told. To complicate matters further, we know the experience, though leading us all in the same direction, and displaying a certain amount of conformities will be different for everyone. Our inadequate human vocabulary has created confusion as teachers and writers have tried to distill the essence of the miraculous into descriptions non-initiates can comprehend. This has caused newcomers to expect certain practices to be other than what they are, and many give up in frustration, even though they may be on the right path. A prime example of this problem is the art of astral projection, or sending your consciousness from your physical body to another time period or location. Descriptions of how this is done, how it feels, how it looks, and how your mind perceives the experience have muddled so many minds that I often get letters from readers who I'm certain have been successful and are on their way to becoming skilled in this art. But for some reason, they are sure they are not getting anywhere. The reason so-and-so said this or that, but what happened to me was different, I think. As you can see by the book you now hold in your hands, I eventually forged ahead and gave my best effort to what I thought was an impossible task. I apologize in advance for any inadequacies in my semantics or other deficiencies in the execution of this book. I can only write from my own experience and with the limitations of human vocabulary. Advanced witchcraft is written for those who feel they are what I term advanced intermediate practitioners, those who are already standing at the threshold of advanced practice and are looking for a guide to help them step through it and onto a new path that will ultimately bring them closer to the deities. Though written from the perspective of Anglo-Celtic witchcraft and eclectic Wicca, its concepts and practices should be familiar and or adaptable to other pagan spiritual traditions. So how they do this one is they have something called, the air chapters. So they have the air chapters, the fire chapters, the water chapters, basically elemental. And so, astral projection in itself, I can share with you some experiences certainly that I have had that I absolutely 100% know that that's what was happening. Let's see, when was the first time I experienced? There was a couple of them, so I'm trying to think of. I know there was one time I was in my kitchen in the trailer, and this was all the way back when I was living in Marysville. I was sitting at the dining room table, looking into the kitchen, went into a deep meditation, and literally across the room saw a silhouette of what appeared to be my astral self trying to form. And it was nothing but white light. You could see the outline. You couldn't see my hair or anything like that, but you could see the outline. So I think that time I got close. But did I actually achieve it? I really don't know. But they say that if you have a dream, for instance, where you feel like you're flying or falling, then that could be you're astrally projecting. Astral projection, like it said in the book, is basically you allow not all, but a significant part of your astral self to be emitted from your body. And a lot of people find it easiest to imagine a silver cloud forming in front of them. Now, some have the luck of being able to astral project during the day. I myself, there was only that one time in Marysville, and since then it's been more like I'm usually asleep. I do it best when I'm asleep, because when you're asleep, your body is at rest. So, it's a lot easier for it to happen. But there was one incident where I was laying on my bed. Now, this was all the way back to my childhood. This was, I had fallen asleep, and what appeared to me to be a dream, I don't believe it was. It was what my mind comprehended as a dream, because that was the only way my mind could explain what had just happened. But I literally felt myself float up out of my body, through the ceiling, all the way to the very top of the outside of the building that we were living in at the time, literally turn over, and then slam back into my body. And I was like, well, that was interesting. But then there was a levitation thing that I did one time, and I still don't know how I pulled that one off, because I've only been able to do it the once. I haven't been able to redo it and do it again. Yeah. But the levitation was, I was sleeping in my room, same place where the astral projection happened. I was sleeping in my room, and I was sleeping next to this wall. I was sleeping at the time on a twin bed because, I think I had a boyfriend that was probably back during the John Mason chronicles, I call him, because John Mason was a childhood sweetheart of mine. But some jealous bitch girls saw fit to cause me and John to break up, and they finally succeeded. They hated us for our love. They hated us for how close we were together, how happy we were. And rather than go out and find that for themselves, no, they wanted to destroy ours, because that's just the way these female dogs were. And I call them female dogs to be delicate, and I'm trying to cut down on the cussing, which I'm surprised YouTube hasn't smacked me on the back of the hand yet and go, you ain't supposed to be cussing. But so I try to keep it down. So anyway, I'm laying there on my bed, and I had this certain picture that I had taped a certain level up that wall that my bed was laying next to. So there's no other explanation, okay? Like if I was laying flat on my bed, I had to literally turn my head to the left and look up to see it. Well, I was sleeping. I woke up. I felt myself floating. I didn't freak out, because sometimes when this happens to somebody for the first time, they kind of freak out. They're like, oh my God, why am I floating? What's going on? I didn't panic. I slowly turned my head to the left and, felt myself going like this, like I was literally floating up and down, turned my head to the left. And that picture that was way high up on my wall, I was now completely level with. And I was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, okay. And then I slowly allowed myself to, go back into my body or whatever. Or it may have been an astral projection, as a matter of fact. And so I slowly felt the mattress come back up underneath me when I re-entered my body. So yeah, there's that. Let's see, what's another time? Sometimes how I know I'm astrally projecting when I'm dreaming is I will run and jump into the air like Superman and just fly. No cape, no wings. Literally just run, jump into the air I go, and I'm flying. Yeah, it's trippy. But that's some of the ways you can tell when you're out of your body and stuff. Now, there is a way that you can do it where you're fully awake. Now, that one takes a great amount of skill that I have not yet achieved, I don't think. I mean, I haven't tried it in a long time. But with the whole, I never get any time to myself, and I never get a break. I never get to go spend a weekend alone somewhere in a hotel, just me, so I can meditate, so I can talk to my deities and maybe actually have a good conversation with them and have the peace and serenity of the solitude of just me and them, and not have the phone ringing off the hook, not have my pets jumping in my lap, not have somebody knocking on the door, Chris wanting to have a conversation about something, just a break. And one of the things that Michael did say to me last night, which I greatly appreciate, was he said, Mom, don't ever think that you have to stay with Chris just because of me. He said, no matter what happens between the two of you, you'll always be mom and dad, and I will always love the two of you that way. And I appreciate that. I really do, because yes, I do feel like that's a lot of why I stay, is for my kids, because he's dad to them. And then of course my cats, because he's dad to them. And I don't want to be the home disruptor like I've had done to me so many times. Hi, Mama.
It's just Jack Jack.
And there's Maria home from work. Oh, what fun, right? I'm doing a live stream. So whatever Chris did at work, yay! Your house has been cleansed.
How about this?
I did it.
Oh, yeah.
It's gone.
Are you serious?
It's gone because remember when I told you how I felt when I cleansed the apartment across the hall from you before Kim moved in?
Yeah.
It evoked a strong emotional response in me. And I was live streaming while I did it. And Brooke, so she's a witness, and she said at one point, Tiggy actually was staring at a door like there was something run through the door.
Good.
So
Tiggy? Oh,
Tiggy, yeah,
Oh, the
Tiggy,
baby.
the youngest. So
glad.
yeah, it's
I told
done.
you, it took that motherfucking cat.
I know. I
I'm
know.
glad.
Hi, BB.
And that's what I had to do. At the
What?
same time, I broke my thing.
Broke what thing?
What we just got together
The earth elements?
at the same time.
What happened? Did the bottom of it break? or-
Yeah, because when I seen that, I got up real quick.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a shame. Don't take it out of there, honey, if it's broke.
No, I did took it out.
Oh,
I'll show you. I'll show you. This
be
part,
careful. Be careful, because that's glass. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got to undo it.
I just did.
No, you got to. There you go.
See right there, I did it. Inside right here. Where you put the thing inside. I have to get another one. That pissed me off.
Oh,
That pissed me because when I seen that, I made it. I got up.
you reacted. Yeah. This is the bottle that we both got from the Yuli Brook that you can put like crystals down in the bottom. Mine is crystal alignment. She had divine love. Oh no. So it broke out the whole plate.
The whole round right there inside.
Oh
It
man.
didn't break this. It broke this inside. You can open this up, yeah.
Well,
And
yeah,
believe
but
it
I
or not,
wouldn't advise it.
I had pop in and I drunk it. I didn't know.
Oh, honey, you got to be careful because there could be glass slivers in there that you could
It
be
probably
taking
was,
into your
and
body.
I didn't really know. I just went. It didn't bother me, I guess. Oh, I would've been
Okay,
in a
so
hospital.
it broke out. There's a plate. I don't know if you can see this ring, Brooke, but there's a plate that. Give me a pen so I can demonstrate. See this? Not supposed to be able to do that. There was a plate right here
The glass.
that separated whatever you put in the bottom with, so you wouldn't like drink it down. Because yeah, you don't want to be swallowing crystals because that would I don't even want to think about how unfun that would be to pass that in your stool. That would not be fun. But unfortunate, unfortunate.
Because I was gonna get one for hell, and I already know how much.
Well, we've got the card. We've got a way
I
to
know.
get a hold of them. So whenever you're ready, you just
Oh,
let
I
me
am
know.
ready. I want another one.
And yeah, that's a
Oh,
shame.
no.
So, but yeah, what you usually do, Brooke, is you take off the bottom part and you take off the top part when you clean it. And I believe they said to do like cool soapy water or something
And
like
that's
that.
how I have been doing.
And then the plate was, like I said, it was purposely done so it would separate the crystals, but you could still benefit from the energy of the crystals just by having them in the bottom of it and drinking whatever you were drinking in it. Huh? Oh, Jack. Hi, baby. Here, go ahead and put it up. Put it back in its thing or whatever.
No,
So,
I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Till I get another one.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Oh, I
Oh,
can still drink
you're
it.
wanting to come on my lap. I don't know if I can do this. I'll try, buddy.
Look, I can still drink it.
Yeah, but like I said, the main thing is just be careful. Jack wanted to come up.
My big fat
I'd be.
Jack. He's fatty. See how fat he is? He's the oldest. He's my baby, my oldest one.
Yeah, he's fine. He's okay. I think it's just he wanted to come up and thank me for getting rid of the bad thing.
I think he did.
You're absolutely welcome, sweetheart.
He's the one.
Teach that nasty thing to throw my kitties across the floor. We don't like that stuff. That not allowed.
It took me a minute. When they did, I jumped. At the same time, I broke my fucking thing.
Mm. Jeff,
That pisses me
Jeff,
off.
we love you, baby.
I'm gonna see how much is
Safe
after
now.
I pay my lecture and my internet and all that. I'm gonna see how much is in the bank. You know?
Put you down, baby.
I'm gonna see how much
Put
is in
you
the
down
bank.
nice and easy.
And then I'm gonna
Unruffle your fur. There you go.
go get it.
Isn't that sweet? You
I
wanted to.
love that damn thing.
Yeah, I do too, honey. And you know, it's unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? At least hopefully, you know, like no glass was flung anywhere.
No, it's always in here.
Yeah.
All
So
when I got up real fast, this dropped. And I didn't even realize
oh
it
man.
until this morning. And I had pop in it.
We'll get some more. So what I would do with that, hun, instead of throwing it away, you could use it to put your vessels in. So you could display all of them at once. Use it as a decorative piece. And, you know, instead of just throwing it away, you know, I mean, we'll
You
get
mean
another.
You mean put my whole vessels in here? All of
Yeah,
them?
yeah, you
I
can put
didn't
all of
even
them in
think
there
about
if you
that.
want, because that'd be a pretty way to display them. And it says, you know, earth elements right on the front of the bottle. So they're definitely earth elements. Now, your pyramid, obviously, that probably won't fit in there, but a lot of your others will.
You mean the square one? They ain't gonna fit
No,
in
no,
there.
no.
I would love to see that in there. I'll
No,
be laughing my ass off.
This is a pyramid of hers, Brooke. It's I forget
All
what
three
the
of us
stone
got
is, but it's it aligns the three bodies. Okay, now just to give you an overview of what we mean by the three bodies. Okay, the three bodies in the three realms go as thus: Earth realm, astral realm, spirit realm. So you have an earthen body, you have a spirit body, and you have an astral body. When you get skilled enough at astral projection, you can literally basically leave your body, but enough of your essence will stay inside to keep your heart pumping and your organs doing their function the way they're supposed to. And you know, it's incredible because they say when you're just starting out and learning how to do astral projection, the best way is do it inside your apartment. Do not leave the confines of your apartment starting out, or your flat. I know you guys call your dwellings flats. But try to stay, you know, right in your living room. Okay, why? What is this? It should not be doing this.
Jeff for recording down there for us. Thank you, Jeff.
I don't know why this is, it's supposed to get rid of all that.
While you're doing your
Get rid of
solo
what?
so let your
What are you
voices
talking about now? Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, just
Oh,
because I activated the thing where, you know, it's supposed to just play the music.
Oh,
Oh. And to her we shall return like a drop of rain.
since you did it, it's gonna be done again.
Flowing through
glad.
the ocean. We
I'll
all
give you a
come
hug when
from
you
the
get done talking.
goddess,
Yeah.
and to her
I shall give you a hug after you're done talking.
like a drop
Talk to him.
of rain flowing to the ocean. That's a very real goddess chant. It goes, we all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean. And you just repeat it. We all come from the goddess. Another one is Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, and Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Okay, so we got the house blessing done. I think that made for a very good live stream, sweetie. I know it's getting quite late there where you're at because it's almost 3 here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 o'clock. So I guess I'll go ahead and stop this live stream for now. That way it'll give you time to, you know, do some other stuff you might want to do, or, you know, just kind of chill and relax or whatever you want to do, sweetie. Love you. Love Michael. Love the boys. Thanks for, you know, watching and staying with me through the whole thing. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Blessed be. That's the witch sign. And it's also, actually, that's the witch sign. That's I love you. Mwah, mwah. Love you, sweetie.